Hollywood is in for a world of hurt because of this, as people are growing more concerned after this breaking news today that we have to talk about that is just shocking, to say the least. And Clint Eastwood, absolute legend, one of the few remaining people in Hollywood who has common sense, who seems to be very based, and that is something that is going to be completely lost in Hollywood. And so we're going to get into this news because this is just crazy and shocking stuff, and something that no one really saw coming. So Clint Eastwood not seen in over 400 days. Hollywood insiders fear the worst of what could be happening. So Clint Eastwood, an aging Hollywood tough guy, hasn't been seen in public for 408 days, and his extended departure from the spotlight has sparked worries that his renownedly healthy health has finally deteriorated, according to information obtained by Radar Online. There are just two modest movies in post-production in which the 92-year-old actor, who declared he had no plans to retire as recently as last spring, appears as himself, according to sources. No other film projects planned. As all this is going on, the five-time Oscar winner hasn't been pictured in the media since February 6, 2022, which was fairly recently after the release of his movie Cry Macho. Radar added these quotes from their sources on the story. Clint has always enjoyed great health and been vital and active despite his advancing age, but the fact that he hasn't been around as much lately has a lot of people in Hollywood worried about him. It's hard to imagine him in anything other than fine form, but Father Time catches up to all of us. So it's absolutely crazy, man. I've gotten to the point where I wondered if that was enough, but not to the point where I decided it was. If you roll out a few turkeys, they'll tell you soon enough. I guess that's what he had to say about Cry Macho, which is probably why, Quentin Tarantino, well, we know that's why Quentin Tarantino is stopping at his 10th film. He's like, I don't want to get to that point where I'm just putting out duds and people are going to be criticizing me for it. So I respect it. I respect where he's coming from, and I also respect Clint Eastwood as well and his mindset behind it. But Clint Eastwood is one of my favorite directors. He directed the absolutely just phenomenal film Gran Torino, which is one of my favorite films of all time. Absolutely amazing movie. And it's just sad to say that we are getting to this point. And I don't know exactly where he is or what's happened to him. Obviously, nobody really does. Nobody really has the answers to that. Otherwise, we would have heard by now. But we do have this as well that we need to talk about. Is Clint Eastwood missing? Recent photos shines a light on actor's health. So basically, we do have this picture that was posted by his family, where you can see Clint Eastwood, and he's hanging out with his grandson, I'm assuming, great-grandson maybe, but my guess is probably grandson. But yeah, I mean, and so we do have that. That's the last time that we've actually seen something, which was in November 28th of last year. So, I mean, even with that was a few months ago, right? So, with all that being said, I just want to point this out because we're just kind of getting to the point where, Clint Eastwood is not going to be around forever, and that's really sad, and it's going to be a huge loss to Hollywood when they finally, unfortunately, do not have Clint Eastwood as one of the legends among their midst. So with that being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.